Let's go over exciting news of the character of Darth Maul. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, the future of this franchise seems to be very expansive, with Solo: A Star Wars Story now out in theaters, and Episode 9 releasing at the very end of 2019. Now, beyond that, we have both Rian Johnson's trilogy and the creators of Game of Thrones and their set of Star Wars movies, as well as a handful of both live-action and animated TV series that is set and ready to debut on Disney's streaming service in 2019. Now, looking past everything here when it comes to future projects, what's really exciting about the character of Darth Maul, in case you guys have no idea who Ray Park is, he is the man. He is the actor who portrayed Maul in Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Now, as of right now, Disney is in early talks with the actor Ray Park to return in a future anthology film, which really does raise a whole lot of interest as to exactly which movie will Ray Park be involved in. Is this his own Darth Maul movie, or could he very well be returning in the Kenobi movie, or maybe even the Boba Fett film, since that film will have to do with the criminal underworld and, of course, bounty hunters, including Boba Fett. Now, looking at the Kenobi movie, I think that movie is a better candidate to feature Darth Maul, because spoilers for Solo: A Star Wars Story, guys, if you are listening right now, I'm going to be diving into spoilers. If you guys haven't seen the film, please X out of this video right now. I'll say it once more. I'm going to be going into major spoilers for the Han Solo movie toward the very end of this film, so here we go. So, toward the very end of Solo: A Star Wars Story, we get this hologram of Darth Maul, portrayed by Ray Park. He does the body, but the voice is done by Sam Witwer. Now, the fact that they mix Sam and Ray into one version of Darth Maul really was surreal, in my opinion. It was a really good move, because not only did a lot of people who love the character in The Phantom Menace actually embrace this idea, but also a lot of people from Rebels love the fact that, we got the voice of Sam in there as well. So, looking at Darth Maul from Solo: A Star Wars Story, obviously, they wouldn't throw him in there for nothing, right? And this definitely lines up with Ray Park being in early talks for a future anthology film. Like I say, could this mean that he's getting his own Darth Maul anthology film, maybe taking place before the events of The Phantom Menace, showing us how he became a Sith? Or is it going to be a supporting character in one of the future anthology films featuring one of our heroes, such as Kenobi, or maybe even one of the villains out there, Boba Fett? So we do know that those are the two big anthology films right now in the works, Kenobi movie and the Boba Fett film. Could Maul be involved in one of those movies? I think so. Now, looking at the Kenobi movie, the only thing that really gets me thinking is because if you guys saw Star Wars Rebels, you do know that Obi-Wan and Darth Maul battle it out on Tatooine, and this is where Maul meets his demise. He gets killed on Tatooine. This is all canon. If they were to bring Maul into the Kenobi movie, would these two characters actually face each other in a duel? Could they actually redo the battle that we saw in Rebels and actually embed that in a live-action movie? Would that be a good or a bad idea? Because looking at the duel in Rebels, it's a very short duel, so I'm not quite sure how that would work on film. Though, looking at Disney Star Wars, a lot of the things that they do put into the movies are very well a tease, so I could see something around those lines happening. Now, I think that Maul could very well be in the Kenobi movie easily by maybe essentially even sending Kira to Tatooine, and that's where we kind of have all these characters collide and cross paths. We do know that Han Solo's going to Tatooine to meet that big shot gangster, Jabba the Hutt. So, things are looking bright for Star Wars when it comes to all the characters that we know and love, and I think that the Kenobi movie is an important film. I think that a lot of people want Ewan McGregor back, obviously, right? It would be a direct sequel to Revenge of the Sith. It's a great bridge in between both the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy. And like I have gone over before in the past, the Kenobi movie is well into production. All of the models and concept arts are all complete. There's still no script as of right now. However, they could very well be getting started very, very soon. We have heard that the script will begin in late summer. That could either mean August or maybe even early September for all we know. Now, looking at the Kenobi movie, we all want Ewan McGregor on board, right? And to see both Ewan McGregor and Ray Park in a Kenobi movie, you know, as Darth Maul, I think that would honestly be the best thing ever to see on screen, as long as it's all done correctly, right? As long as everything is executed perfectly, I think that it will be one of the best Star Wars movies to date. And I really think it's going to be a great anthology film, as well as they, you know, do a lot of exploring in the movie, right? We have to get off Tatooine at some point here and there. I don't think the whole entire film will just focus on Tatooine. We do know that they have been looking at Switzerland, which honestly I think that raises, you know, a lot of interest that we could very well be going to Alderaan, because at the very end of Revenge of the Sith, they shot over in Switzerland for that shot of Alderaan with Bail Organa. Makes sense. So maybe Darth Maul, maybe we do get a glimpse of Dathomir. We do know that he, you know, is telling Kira, he's ordering Kira to visit him on Dathomir, and that's when they'll make their decision of what they'll do with Traitor Beckett. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about this, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again.